It is the first day of March today, and it is March Madness. And it's so funny because I just had my dear friend just texting me and saying it is March Madness, and she was just talking about that in her Facebook group. So there are a couple of things I want to talk to you about today. So one, March Madness, yes, and two, and I mean March Madness. And I want you guys to understand that we are in the midst of shifting consciousness and ascension. And so some of you know what I'm talking about, and some of you don't. And for those of you who don't, I want you to reach out to me if you have any questions on this. But there is a massive amount of beautiful energy coming in. But at the same time, it's not even about the extra light that is streaming. And we had a big boost last week. And actually, it was really crazy for me. I had experienced some really intense energy. So, but what is happening in March is that in the external, it might get a little chaotic. And so it's really, really, really important for you to hold the light and hold your energy in such a place that no matter what's going on outside of you, you are, my girlfriend is texting me, you are safe, you are amazing, you are the light, you are the truth, you are just fine. Okay, so you are safe, you are whole, you are all of those things. And so I want you to keep that in mind and really be in the eye of the storm. So whenever anything is going on outside of you that is not awesome, bring yourself back inside. So that brings me to what I wanted to talk to you about, manifestation hacks today. And there are a couple of things that I want to teach you. So when you have a situation that you want to manifest something, so if it's money or your twin flame or your soulmate, whatever it is, okay? So there are two things that I want to tell you today. And the first hack that I want to give you is that when you are manifesting something and you want to really bring something into your reality, and you're very, very aware of, the fact that it's not there, first of all, it's really important that you bring yourself back into a place of, I'm alive, I am whole, I am safe. Because if you're going to continue to stay focused on the fear and the lack, like this is your vibration, the vibrational set point, but this is also the frequency that you're putting out. The universe does not speak through your desires, your words, in a sense where you just go, hey, I just want this. And then it's no, because you can say you want something, but vibrationally speaking, it's a completely different message. And so it's like, oh, okay, so she wants to be the victim. She wants to play the victim. So what does a victim need? A victim needs an abuser. So we're going to bring her an abuser because she wants to be the victim. So you're going to see, things happening to you all the time, like, people are unkind, or, somebody ripped you off, or, whatever. And these are the things that you are putting out. So we have to be radically responsible for what we are putting our attention and our energy into. Okay. So with that being said, when you want to manifest something, I want you to set your intention that if it's money, for example, I want you to set the intention that you are sending out love, money, abundance, overflow to the planet for the best and highest good of all. So when you can sit there and do that, when you say, oh, I want to see abundance. I want to see, there's no more struggle. People are receiving what it is that they need. And there's so much, abundance going on. And I am sending abundance vibes, and I'm just going to revel in those vibes. And whatever is for the best and the highest good of all. So is it in your best interest, for example, to win $100 million right now? Of course, you're going to say, yes, it is in my best interest. But maybe it's not in your best interest to, like, bam, all of a sudden have a ton of money. Maybe you might indulge in things that you wouldn't, or maybe you might, it might cause certain things happening in your life or your relationships that you are not able to hold at this time. So I want you to really, when you are manifesting, manifest not for yourself and that your desires right now that you are so aware that you do not have. Instead of, and you're so attached to the outcome of you having the money, manifest for the collective. Manifest for the collective in a way where you are just saying, everyone to receive love and abundance, abundance and overflow and more than enough. I am sending out love and abundance and more than enough for everyone and everything that is for the best and highest of the collective. And so when you're doing that, you literally will change your vibrational frequency, and you cannot give what you ain't got. And guess what? You are abundance. You are a natural being. You're an energy being, you're a light being, and you are abundance. And so when you are in that place of knowing and feeling abundance, whether or not you have a shit ton of money in your bank or not, you are able to actually give that vibe and receive that vibe and really be in that vibrational frequency of abundance. So that is a really important and a really amazing hack that you can use to manifest. So not for yourself and your desires personally, but you are manifesting for the collective. And it's easy to send love, isn't it? Isn't it easy to send love to everyone else? It's not as easy to just give ourselves that love, but we can when we are giving it to everyone else. And if we didn't have it within us, we couldn't do that. So you do have it within you. You are a naturally abundant being. You are nature. You are part of nature. You came here to succeed. You came here coded to succeed. You like have a blueprint, just like an apple seed can only become an apple tree and produce apples. An apple seed is not going to become an oak tree or a peach tree and make peaches. It's not going to do that, right? So you have a blueprint for success. And when you fight against your blueprint and you are completely out of alignment with your own inner truth and you're outside of your inner realm, it's going to be very difficult for you to manifest and create a beautiful outer reality. So when your inner world is squeaky clean and in alignment, then you take the actions that are aligned from that place. Then, the opportunities and the things come to you. When you're stuck in your head and you're saying a bunch of affirmations and you're making a vision board and you're going to stare at all the things that you want and all of these things, they do not work, and they are not going to get you what it is that you desire, because when internally you're completely disconnected, you're not aware, you don't have any, inner connection with your inner being, which is, I call it the divine alpha, because your inner being, the divine alpha, this is the source. This is your sovereignty. This is the truth of who you are. And when you come from that place and you ask, what is it that my soul wants? What is it that my inner being wants to do today? What's in alignment with me? And if you don't know, then get out of your head and stop thinking about it and just allow it to come to you and what feels good, and move from that place. So it's super important that you do that, because that is going to, again, make the actions that you take, no matter what strategies you've been taught, but that will make the actions that you take actually count, that because they're aligned action, rather than, okay, I'm going to follow this structure and this is the strategy I've been given. But if it's out of alignment with your truth and it doesn't feel right, then you can do the exact same things that the person before you did and got these crazy, amazing results, and you won't have the same results. Okay. So now the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about today was Another manifestation hack. And this is, I mean, this is a video unto itself, and I will do some, I will talk more about this. But when you are setting your intention, so some of you know I have a manifestation meditation. It's the quantum manifestation meditation. And I'm actually going to redo it because I was listening to it yesterday and I felt like the music was a little bit off. So I'm going to change some things in that. But when it's done, it should be done tomorrow, then, or in the next couple of days, then I will reshare that on YouTube again. So, um, but the quantum meditation is about you holding the field. So when I'm asking you, whether it's that meditation or you just get into the practice of, you know, what it is that you truly desire. And again, what is it that you desire? Not from a place of fear, not from a place of lack. It's okay to want money, you guys. Definitely, money is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I want you to desire tons of money and overflow in such a way that it makes your life just so much more fulfilling, because now you can experience more things. You can eat better. You can get the best health care. You can take better care of your pets and your children and your pets. You can give to other, not just people, but for me, I love to give to the animals. I love to give money to the people who rescue all of the troubled animals that are in really bad situations. Animal rescue people are like my thing, and people who rescue children. So um, again, like that's what I love. Imagine just being able to stroke a check for 10 grand, 25 grand, $100,000 to a charity that means so much to you. Like, oh my God, like Charity Water, you know, there's so many amazing people and organizations out there who do incredible things. So this is what having money in the hands of light workers and lovers, people who come from a place of love, people who come from a place of light. Imagine what having money in the hands of these people could do for the planet. Imagine. Because right now there are people who actually have, individuals who actually have enough money on this planet right now to end world hunger, to clean up the environment, and when I talk about the environment, I'm talking about cleaning up, you know, like no oil spills and things like that, because we don't need to be having oil going on tankers and things like that. We don't, you know, on this continent. We certainly have enough of our own resources. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like people that can clean up the water in certain, especially in the United States, there's water issues and things like that. There are individuals who have enough money to just do that and still be super rich, but they don't. But imagine, and I'm not judging, it's whatever, it's whatever. But they're not light workers, and we are. So imagine that. So when we all come together and we hold that vibrational frequency, when we hold it in the quantum field, then we hold it for at least, you know, a couple of minutes. And then when we pull back, it's already set in motion in the quantum field. So this is the thing. So most of us are going through our day going, oh my God, I really need money. I really want it. Okay, I'm going to really focus. I'm going to just be like, I'm going to manifest. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to say like 20 times, or I'm going to write down 50 times what it is that I want. And so you write it down and you write it down and you write it down. As you're writing it down, after like the first few times you write it, your mind is going and you're wandering and you're thinking about other stuff and you're like, okay, whatever, but you're still writing. I know this because this is what I used to do. Okay. So, or you're just, yeah, you focus on it for like a really short period of time. And then literally like 10 seconds, you're like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful for everything I have. And I'm really setting the intention to call in $10,000 right now. And that would be wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like that, or we're looking in the mirror going, I have $10,000, and we've got it all written all over the place. I have $10,000 in my bank. I have $10,000 in my bank. But then it doesn't show up. So if you are taking, a very short period of time saying what it is that you want, and then the rest of your time really focused on the fact that it's not there, what's going to win? What's going to win? So this is when we go into this. This is why I love these meditations. So in this meditation, and I don't know, there's other people that do meditations that help you get into this space, but it's really important for you I take you through a breath work where you're actually pulling up your energy from your root chakra at the very, very bottom base of your body. And you're pulling it up like a straw all the way up your central column and all the way through your central chakra system to the top of your head, and you're going to hold it there. And as you do that, and then you breathe out, just doing this type of breath work will actually change the electromagnetic signature that you are broadcasting. So just that breath work will do that for you. And then once you've gone through that breath work, then we move into the meditation where you are just, you're just floating. You're just noticing that you're in space, and you're feeling like your the middle of your heart space, and your body, how it feels in space, and you're kind of floating there, and your mind and your brain, not your mind, your brain, and you're focused on having that awareness, but also being disconnected from it. So it's really cool. And as you do that, then we go into, once you've kind of let go of the 3D, reality that we spend our time in and focused in, which, by the way, is a low vibrational. 3D is a lower frequency reality. And so anyway, so when we go into that place, and then we focus on what it is that we are wanting to create, like what that potential is, and we focus on it, and we hold it, and we feel joy, like almost drop to your knees and tears joy. Some of you guys have listened to this meditation already. I've had it for a few months now. But when you listen to it, you're in that feeling, like, what does it feel like to be that version of you that lives this way, that does these things, that has this life, that has these experiences? What does that feel like? And you really go into that, and you hold it in the field, and it's just there in the field. And then you hold it there for a certain amount of time. And then when you come back down and you come out, then you're here, you feel amazing, but you've set it into motion. It's in the field. So in the quantum field, there is no space, there is no time. And we are moving into a 5D reality. And again, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, message me and I will be happy to answer any questions you have. But I will do some more videos on 3D to 5D, because this is the time, like we're March, April, May, we're going to be going through some big changes on the planet. And if you are going to, lay down and give in and be in this fear-based third dimension, then it's not going to turn out that awesome. But if you are able to shift your energy and know, okay, this is what's going on here, we are going into the 5th dimensional frequency. So it doesn't mean that we're all getting on a different planet. It's not a spiritual woo-woo thing. This is a scientific thing, okay? So we are now experiencing and having access to a portal of energy where we are going to experience very high levels of frequency, which means, so you guys know, let's say angels. If you believe in angels or you don't, whatever. But for me, I do believe in angels. I speak to them, I see them, I heal with them. I have angels, I have guides, and you all do. Whether you believe in them or they're there or not, you're never alone, trust me. So, but when you are thinking about angels, angels live in the 12th dimension. So it's just a higher frequency. So we are in this matrix, in this 3D reality, right? And it's like it's a matrix. So when we are breaking free of this matrix, we are feeling like totally different. We are feeling like when I sent out, oh, I didn't post it in here, but I sent out an email talking about how I feel like, especially last week, I was feeling like I was like torn, and there was this part of me that's the old me, and then this new me, and they're both like looking at each other like, what the hell? And I'm looking at the old me, and almost like, last week I was almost like mourning, like I was just really emotional, like on Monday. And no, it was not my time of the month, but anyways, and we did have a full moon. So, but no, that's not what it is. It truly is ascension. And so, you're moving into a new state of being, and your frequency is changing. We are naturally receiving DNA upgrades. Very interesting that there is an agenda to inject you with something that reduces and lowers and changes your DNA structure, which is, again, that is my belief system. Everyone's belief system is their own belief system. So, I mean, I don't care what yours is. I love you either way. But yeah, so I mean, I just find it's a very interesting thing going on at this time. It's like, I just want to say this. If you had a demon inside of you, and you had a spiritual shaman who was like going to exorcise that demon out of you, would the demon go out nice and quietly? No, it would not. So I want you to liken that with what's about to go on here in the collective in the next little bit. So it might look really strange and chaotic, but just know that we're safe, we're good, we're moving into a higher and better place. Structures need to crumble, things need to come down so that we can make space for a new and better place. And that's when we're talking about March Madness, because it is going to be a little chaotic in some ways, and March, April, right? So anyway, so if you can hold the field, if you can hold your desires in that quantum field for a period of time, and then when you pull back, and as you come back into your day-to-day life, really focus on coming from a place of love. Try to change your perspective. For example, right now we have this whole division in humanity where we have right now, like a little while, we had, oh my God, it's been up and down the last year. Obviously, you guys have been here, so but right now, again, it's a big thing about mask or no mask, vaccine or no vaccine. And it truly is your choice. But I want you to understand something, that it doesn't matter if I believe this and you believe that. We can still love each other and support each other, and not be angry and mad with each other that we don't have the same opinion or the same belief structure, and also, or the same belief system. When we come from a place of love and we let go of judgment, you guys, that just shifts your vibration like that. Like if everyone did that and we had compassion, there would be so much less violence. There would be so much less cruelty going on the planet. When you look at the people who are abusing animals and all these things that people do, it's very easy to be hateful and angry and point fingers. But know that if there was more compassion in the world, that kind of shit would not be happening. So we have to shift as a collective. It's so imperative that we do this, you guys, that we shift into a collective loving of one another. We come from love. We are love. Let's stop hating and being angry with each other, because as we go into this fifth dimension, which is just a higher vibrational way of living where you're different. You come from love. You are aware of so much more. You are understanding that we as humans are not any better than the trees or the animals or anything else. We all coexist, but not just coexist, and tolerate one another. We actually love and respect and have reverence for life, for each other. We don't think that we're better than something because they can't build a computer. You know what I mean? So humans are not the best of the best. Like, we are all here to experience this human experience together. So, and we will, every now and then things happen. We feel pain. We move through our pain. We don't numb it and dumb it and take medications and, buy a bunch of things or drink away our whatevers. Okay. None of that shit will change it. It's still there. You go to the root of what it is. You see where it's coming from. You listen to your soul that speaks to your body. Listen to your body. Listen to your heart. And this way of living, when you are in tune with your inner realm and you know that you're a sovereign being because you are a sovereign being, this is when you are going to be free. You're going to be in a whole different place. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. So, really important for you to just quickly recap: manifesting for the collective. Then you are taking out of holding on so desperately to the end result. Okay. So you're not so attached in a way when you manifest something for someone else. And the other thing is that you are going to really take the time to focus on what it is that you truly want. Just go within, focus on your breath, and just be with yourself, be in the moment, be in this now moment where anything is possible. Anything is possible. And when you're in that time, when you're in that moment, and I will post something about that today. I actually made an email about that last week. But I want you to understand the now moment is the truth, that it is scientific. It's not dreamy, la la stuff, that this now moment has the infinite potential to shift and create anything. Okay. So being in the now moment, holding on to that desire that you truly have and feeling into it, and letting it be in the field, letting it go into that field of creation. So, and I really hope that you guys, if you don't have this meditation, I'm redoing it anyway. So I will make it available to you guys later this week. Actually, that will be something that I wanted to have ready when I do this masterclass on Thursday. So Thursday, March the 4th. And I have to look at my schedule and see what I'm doing on that day. And so then I can give you a specific time. Anyway, so that is it for today. I hope that this served you. And wherever you are, I love you. And I am just wishing you nothing but the best, nothing but love. And I see the light in you. Any light that you see in me is just a reflection of what you have in you. So don't forget that. And I love you tons and tons. So I will see you soon.